Okay, so my poor mate Dennis Edey got stuck with this thing, and it's a WM1 computing meter. It's a nice sounding meter, isn't it? The fact that it's computing, you know, they do that with some little LM devices. All the computer is all sitting here, you can't really. I think they're LM348s. I think. Yeah. So there's the computer with a counter. I think. Let's have a look. Is that a 4066? So, okay, so that's the element of computing. Nice word, attractive, but yeah, okay. All right, so when Dennis got this, he got it with these big leads that look like jumper cables to start your car with, soldered on the back of this here. So, and Dennis was not in the best mood. He's had a lot of shoulder injury at the moment. Now, where his problem, well, not his problem, where the problem was, see that track that's missing right there? Oh, hang on, right there, the one I've sort of jumped across just temporarily, that was burnt out, and that was giving him a lot of grief. The other thing is that he's also got, not him, got to stop saying Dennis, not Dennis, it's the guy that sold him this meter for $200 and something. It basically was a meter that was some wires hanging around inside it. So whoever sold this to Dennis Edey, VK4SX, good mate of mine, and whoever you are that sold this to him, you should be ashamed of yourself. That's terrible. That's just like, he's like one of the, you know, like the OG of amateur radio. Come on, don't sell him crap like this. And look, by the way, I'm making fun of the computing thing, but I'm actually not disliking what I'm seeing. I don't have a circuit, so Dennis, if you end up having a circuit for this, I wouldn't mind one just for the hell of it, but I think I'm sort of sussing it out with these little devices here and just sort of backtracking. But I think what happened, and you'll see in a second when I connect this wire up here, we're going to see at the moment meter does nothing. Like, you put power in like so and the meter does nothing. I won't even bother to try and show you nothing, and it does nothing. So what we're going to do, I'm going to put a little bit of tape around that so I don't short it out. I'm going to hook up some 12 volts over here, which should give us lights, but with what I've repaired over here, I think should give us a little more than lights, but it won't tell me whether or not, I mean, the PEP function could still not work because there could be other issues, but we'll just have a look. But I think we should get, coming from the sensor, they have a little sensor that sits in here, and actually if I just pull that, you can see quite reasonable. Very serviceable. Look at these little indentations on the, yeah, okay. Yeah, that works. I actually, look, it's fast, easy. Maybe Kenwood should have taken with their SWC-1, 2s and 3s and all that rubbish. Anyway. All right, let me hook up a lead. And someone's asking me if the communications monitor's been sold yet. I'll get back to you in a second. Hang on, just while I'm doing the video is a bit hard. All right, let's have a look. Okay, so back to Dennis's little issue here. Had a little break in between, but is there a light out on one of those, or is it switching in something? I don't know. All right, find out. Okay, so let's have a look. So we're going to put some power out of this radio, IC725. All right, now, oh, look at that. Okay, so now we're seeing on the 2 kilowatt scale about 40-50 watts. So let's go back. About 30 watts there. Might need some calibration. Oh, we might be on, let's see, if I go to FM, 100 watts. No, actually that's calibrated well. No. All right. Okay. Right, so now let's go. If it reads in peak, we just have to wire this up and we've got it working. Hang on. And it's reading in peak. And look at that, you can see the peak reading. My goodness. Let me grab a microphone for this radio for a second. I think we got it going. Okay, so let's see. Now we're just doing some power here, which is RF power. Turn that mic gain up a bit, give it a bit of drive, 1, 2, and look at the PEP meter. You can see the PEP working beautifully there, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, so the PEP circuit is working. Let's go off the PEP circuit. 1, 2, 1, 2, hello, 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 hello. That's working just like a PEP meter should. Okay, so basically, let's go back into PEP. Don't mind me, I've got a, yeah. This is how technicians work, by the way. You think we do it all so neatly? We don't do it neatly. A lot of rubbish. Anyway, 1 2. Okay, 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Oh, this is good. What I wanted was another PEP meter for one of our benches in the other shack, and Dennis is more than capable of fixing this, by the way. Excuse me. He is the sort of guy that easily would have got on top of this. Let me tell you what I know of Dennis. Dennis was at the point where he wanted to kill somebody so much because the poor guy's a bit of pain with some injuries he's got at the moment. And I've got to be honest, I'd be the same. You get these things in that people send you and they're not what they say. And he paid over $200 for this. And full disclosure, he put it on VK Ham and said, I'm going to kill somebody if I get into this. He said, $100 post included, who wants it? And nobody jumped at it. I'm thinking, like, the thing was up for days, and I'm sort of looking at it going, why is anyone buying this? Can't be that much wrong with it. I mean, at worst, it could have been some chips in there for sure, those little LM series. The counter, I doubt it, but the little LMs, yeah. But in the end, it's just been typical, you know, someone with probably not the best ethics in life or technical ability. Anyone that wires up, I mean, he's got, where is the lead? Look at, you can see this is the lead going to a meter that needs about, you know, 50 milliamps to run it, maybe 100 milliamps, you know, on PEP circuit, and he's got these big leads going in there, just crazy. But anyway, all right. Anyway, 1 2 3 4 5. That's on the 100-watt scale. 1 2. That'll do what we want it to do, and that's what I want it to do. I want it to be able to test HF radios and just show me the PEP scale and fairly accurately. You know, I'll check this against some of the other stuff we've got, and I think it'll be very close because this is a 100-watt little Icon radio. It's showing right on 100 watts peak. It's a nice PEP. SWR's looking completely correct into a dummy load. We'll put it all back together once I've wired this up. I will clean up this wiring. We will piss off his jumper leads that he's put in there from a car. Don't really need to connect this up to a car battery to get it to work. And yeah, it'll be all sort of all going again. I've got to try and find another meter housing if I can. Enough transmitting. It'd be good. Don't you love that fallback on the meter? See what I mean? That's a true PEP meter. Beautiful. Yeah, I've just got to find a housing. If anybody's got, they're a larger one than the what you'd normally see. Unfortunately, and they've got those 3 screw holes. So I'm going to be looking for another piece that I can, you know, manufacture to just make this look a little bit nicer. Look, it is going in one of my workshops here. We've got 3 independent workshops, and I don't really need it to look perfect, but you know what it's like. If you can, well, you know, be nice. Anyway, all right. We'll put this all back together pretty soon. I won't bother trying to give you a video of how it all went back together. I'm sure you can imagine. And Dennis, mate, I'm so sorry someone did this to you, mate. I've known Dennis for 30 years, and geez, yeah, have to be. I'm 60 now, and he's one of those mentor guys who just always is telling you facts. And I like the facts that I get from Dennis, and the facts I got from him on this is I just want to kill some people, which is fair. So stop sending him crap. Jesus, you know, like, it's not that hard, to be honest. And, you know, hey, if you've got a problem with a meter like this, just, you know, be honest and tell, you know, just talk about it. Actually, I need to put another globe in there, don't I? Just on the other side too, but that's all right. We'll get that done. That's easy. All right. I did a little voltage thing then. You could see how the PEP meter wanted to react. So this little setup at the moment, I will clean that up, because before you know it, I'll be blowing something up myself here if I'm not careful. All right, good PEP meter. It'll be a beauty when she's all finished, all back together. VK3 Charlie Mike testing, 1 2 3 4 5. She's a beauty. All right, there you go, guys. It doesn't have to be hard. Don't be scared to buy things that are not going on the net. You know, sometimes they're not that hard. This has taken, you know, 20 minutes of mucking around with just to have a bit of a play. But if it had been a couple of chips in there, add another 20 minutes, replace a couple of chips, maybe a diode, who knows. But yeah, whoever did this, big tip to you, whoever did this, when you put big, I can't say that word, big leads on things and then connect them to just about car batteries, you will blow tracks like you did on the back of the board here. And don't get me wrong, that we can't leave that big link on there. It's just a bit of wire head hanging around. We actually do want things like that to actually burn out. So we'll put a nice sort of thin length there. But yeah, but maybe don't hook it up to car batteries and things. It's really not good. All right, 73 is VK3 Charlie Mike. This one's a bit of a funny one. Dennis will get a laugh out of this. Look, Dennis has got a great sense of humour, except when it comes to dickheads, which I get it. Look, yeah, I mean, we've all got a tolerance factor that only goes so far, don't we? Anyway, sorry it happened to you, mate. It's not good. Anyway, from VK3 Charlie Mike to VK4 SX, mate, you'll always be one of the good guys in my books. Cheers, mate. All the best.